Right. Let's get the live chat up and running. Might be a wise thing to do. Okie doke. And I've got it. Awesome. Right. Hello everyone, it's me, Spurs Rail 96, and welcome to another Train Sim World free live stream. For today's stream, I have returned to Germany, and I'm taking a look at quite a cool little route, in my personal opinion, and that is Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr, the last route released for the first Train Sim World. So we're going to have some fun on this small but busy little route. So it comes with the DBR 425 and the DBR 422. We're going to do the DBR 425. We're going to do a regional Bahn 33 service going from Essen Hauptbahnhof to Duisburg, and then we'll do a full-length run with not just the 425 but the 422 as well. Liam, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just turn my headset down. Right, let's unlock the doors. Turn on the passenger lights. What I do need to do is, if I can find it, turn on the motion blur just to help the stream be a little bit more stable. And passenger lights are on. The master key is in. Unlock the left doors. Is the CFA switch turned on? It should be turned on. It should be on. There's no other cabinet, is there? No, there's not. That's strange. Normally works. PZB is isolated. Maybe unisolated then. Yeah. But unusually the indicator's not coming up on the HUD, which is a bit strange. Oh well, we'll have to just make do with what we've got. Where are we actually going? We're going to Aachen, apparently. Okay. So I've got to program that into the computer. Right, let's see if I can do this on the fly. Let's have a go. Oh, is that a regional? No. I should have done this before I set off, but oh well. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's apparently going to Aachen. Is that right? I suppose so. Enter and exit. There we go. I could put Essen instead, but it said Aachen on the destination display, so I presume that's correct. So the first stop is Mulheim Hauptbahnhof. We're due in at 6:26, but we've got a bit of time to make up. It's just over 8 kilometers away. Yeah, Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. Cool little route. Not the longest German route in the game. I think it's certainly one of the most busiest. 404 services. You get intercity services, you get regional Bahn services, regional express, S-Bahn, freight. I think there's 2 different types of freight. You've got tankers and mixed freight. and there's obviously two different paths. You've got the main line here and the S-Bahn line there. The 425 and the 101 and freight stuff use this line, while the S-Bahn 422 uses just that line. Thought we were going too fast, but we're not. We're just within the speed limit. It's a bit of a gloomy day by the looks of it in the game, just some cloud, and that's about it. A little bit of sun trying to creep through. It's a bit of a dull day. Prehistoric Bacon, hey, how are you, wherever you are? Thank you for the donations there, really appreciate it. I think you can use the DBBR 425 on Schnellfahrstrecke Curl to Aachen in its new timetable. I think it does a couple of regional Bahn services in the Curl area. Got a bit of undulation on this route, some quite steep ups and downs in various points of the route. And you saw a few seconds ago a 422 below. Going to Essen. No, not Essen, Duisburg. Speed limit will now be 120 kilometers per hour. No problem at all for this electric multiple unit. There it is, just a single 4-car train for the regional Bahn service today. Liam played an actual league game in football today and won 12-4. Wow, well done. Now, what's the team you play for, Liam? You say you play in these football games and win by some crazy scorelines, but you never say what the team actually is. What's the club you play for? If you don't mind me asking, just a bit curious. Because I'm pretty sure it must get mentioned in the local papers where you come from, or local news website. We're going way too fast. Yeah, so the indicator, the CIFA indicator on the HUD is broken. CIFA works, but the indicator sadly isn't working. There's a regional express. Ooh, we're going way too fast. Hey. Oh, we made it. That's all that matters. Right, so here we are at Mulheim. We are going to Aachen, aren't we? We are indeed. Okay. I like the 425. It's a beautiful locomotive to drive. Electric multiple unit. I'm slowly favouring it over the 422. We're way ahead of schedule, which is excellent. Prehistoric Bacon lives in Canada. Awesome. I live in the UK, that's correct. A little team called Tiptree Jobserve, related to Colchester United. Oh, right. Very nice too. Well, let's see the doors closed from the outside. There we are. Right, the next stop is Mulheim Styrum, or Styrum, just over 3 kilometers away. So let's go, go, go. Oh, you're currently top of your league, Liam. Wow, I'm not surprised with the amount of goals you score. 5 4s and 12 4s and 6 1s and 7 0s and all that kind of stuff. Speaking of crazy games, I mean, I watched Spurs versus Leeds at the weekend, and that was just a crazy game, back and forth. Aye, aye, aye. Never a dull moment, Spurs. In whatever competition they play in. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup. They never make it easy for the Spurs fans. One common complaint I will have about this route is the lack of rolling stock in some of the yards, and actually, I would have liked to have seen a bit more rolling stock in the yard, just to, make it a bit more, make it look a bit more busy, more alive. Another complaint I have actually is that for some reason you can't take passenger trains out of service to the depot. I know there's a scenario in which you can take a train into the depot, but you can't do it in the service mode at all, which is a bit weird. That's a nice double header. Very nice indeed. I didn't expect that. Just turn down the volume of my headset. It's a little bit loud for me. So back into the cab. It's a pretty snug little cab. I like the fact that the safety system controls are at the front of the cab rather than at the back of the cab like some other electric multiple units. I think this multiple unit can run. What else can it run? Is it LZB as well? I don't think it is. It shouldn't be. AFB, sorry, that's it. It should be an AFB. Oh. Is that not AFB? Oh. I swear I watched a video where someone managed to get AFB, or they were talking about AFB on this multiple unit. mean, it can do, I think it can just about do regional express, maybe, in a local area. Oh, there's another passenger train. Speaking of regional express, there's another one coming in as well, I think, to the platform. So I think that's what I like most about this route, is that it brings quite a lot of services to what is a very small little route. There's always something knocking about on Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. Has that roller coaster kind of feel. I mean, look, you've got tracks going up, you got, you know, we're currently descending under a tunnel, you know, to a tunnel. It's a lot of variation in the type of journeys you can do. Well, from a driving and visual perspective, of course. So it's like a little mini roller coaster. Do I prefer this to Rhein Ruhr Austin? Ooh, that's too close to call. I like Rhein Ruhr Austin a lot. Mainly because of that little green shunter. The G6. If it didn't have the G6, hands down, Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr is would be better than Rhein Ruhr Austin. That's just my view. The next and final stop is Duisburg Hauptbahnhof. Is it Duisburg? It is Duisburg, yeah. I've just made a complete cock up because I thought we were going from Duisburg to Essen. Obviously we're not, we're going from Essen to Duisburg, so that's my fault. Because originally in the destination display I was going to put a regional Bahn 33 service to Essen. Obviously that's not necessary because we're going from Essen. My brain went to sleep. There's a signature monument in the distance. It's like I don't know, it's like a telecoms tower or something. It reminds me, strangely, it reminds me of what was it? In Bristol, I think, just on the outskirts of Bristol, there's a telecoms tower. Just looks like that. I can't remember what the brand is that advertises on the tower. It's not BT, I know that for sure. But it's very similar structure. Might be Vodafone actually, or Verizon. Maybe, I'm not sure. Alright, into Duisburg we come. We have not one, but two services. One which we just passed, and another one on the left, which I think is actually withdrawing from Duisburg. And we're just about on time. Come on. There we go. The frame rate takes a bit of a hit, but it's nowhere near as bad as Wuppertal Hauptbahnhof. Strange why the frame rate in some of these smaller packed stations just suffer. Very strange. I think this has the rush hour passenger technology. I'm not entirely sure. Because I've just thought, you know, it's 6:35 AM in the morning, you think the stations would be rammed with people waiting at the platform or charging to their respective train to get on board, or passengers getting off. None. Blimey, clearly rush hour doesn't start at this time in this part of Germany. The atmosphere is different. You can hear someone loudly coughing. Hopefully they're not dying. Ralphie, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hey, Foxy, nice to see you. Ben Davis, nice to see you as well. Welcome. Hope everyone has had a good weekend, wherever you are around the world, either live or on playback. Alright, so that's the first service done. We got a gold! Yeah, rock and roll. Let's let's do that one. Regional Express 11, Duisburg to Bochum, and then we'll do another service going from I don't know, Bochum to Duisburg with the 422. Oh dear, it's pouring with rain. What a disaster. Oh well. Suffer we must. Time for a driving challenge. Safer unisolated. Use the windscreen wipers. Where are the windscreen wipers? Did I turn them on? Oh, thought I did. Wiper speed 24%. Well, where is it then? Ah, there it is. How fast is that now? Oh, only just turned on. Right, okay. Must have been in a parked position. Wait. A thundery old day. Thundery old morning. There's a few more passengers around this time. Where are we going? Kassel. Oh, we're going to the new route in the game, apparently. Kassel Wilhelmshow. Show, however you say it correctly. Right, time to do some multitasking. Let's go to Mulheim, Hauptbahnhof. Regional Express 11. Nope. We need an 11. 6. 11 goes to Mönchengladbach. 1 goes to Ham. Oh. It'll have to be, I don't know, Ham West. It doesn't have a destination in its computer. The castle area. Oh, a bit of a flash of lightning there. I'll tell you what I should do. I think I should make a video of like some sort of MSR video. It's, you know, those kind of really popular videos where it's just sound that helps people get to sleep or focus on work or whatever. I should do that. Just go into first person mode, pop myself outside of a busy station with the rain and thunder coming down, like maybe at Brighton Station or London Victoria, Manchester Victoria, or King's Cross, St Pancras, or Curl. Oh no. Oh. Train was slipping and sliding there. It irritates me that the CFA system is not working, so it's very hard for me to have to turn it off, because it will catch me off guard with the indicator on the HUD not working. Oh well. We move on to Mulheim. Um, Liam, how do you feel about Arsenal being top of the league by 5 points to Christmas? Not pleased, obviously, but I'm not focused on them. I'm focused on my team. I mean, the way I look at it is you can't win a league at Christmas, so long way to go. You know, another 5 months of the season remaining when the Premier League and FA Cup and Champions League and all resume in the new year. Or the Premier League resumes on just after Christmas. So yeah, long way to go. Spurs are in the top four, which is fantastic. We weren't in that position this time last year. And we're doing way better than some other big clubs like Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea. Certainly they're struggling. West Ham, they're having a right old scrap at the bottom. So yeah, a lot to play for, and we're in a good position in the table. And I don't think we'll win the Premier League, but anything's possible. I mean, look at Newcastle, look at Manchester City. They lost at home to Brentford. I mean, who would have thought that? So yeah, but I have to admit that Arsenal and Newcastle, I think, are certainly at the moment contenders for Champions League positions, no doubt. I still think City are going to win the Premier League, but yeah, anything can happen. I don't. Spurs are not yet well equipped to fight for league championships and all that kind of stuff. Maybe an FA Cup, maybe a Champions League, who knows? But yeah, Premier League, no chance. We haven't got the squad to fight for Premiership, or Premier League as it's now known. I still call it Premiership. Alright, so here we are, Mulheim Hauptbahnhof again. Whee! And stop. There we are. That's better. Again, there's not many passengers around, is there? I mean, I know this isn't the busiest station in the world, but how many have we got? 1, 2, we got a few, but not many. I mean, even at Duisburg, for the second service running, there was not many passengers around. I'm starting to wonder if the preservation crew haven't done everything that they said that they did. Starting to think now. I mean, I was looking at Northern Transpennine today. There's loads of things they haven't got in the routes. There's no added rolling stock in a big yard outside Huddersfield. What else is wrong? The PIS, even though I love the retro 80s style passenger information systems, it's far too small. I can barely see it. Another problem is I don't think there is any rush hour passengers, which was a bit of a surprise. But yeah, and most irritating for me is that they haven't used the what was it, the 150-2, because I think they were knocking around on those rails in the early 80s, and also the the depot at Leeds is practically non-existent. There is some rolling stock there. You just can't do any services going in or out of the depot, which is just bizarre to me. But hey ho. I'll have to go on the forums and make some notes for Dovetail, just to say, look, this is Northern Transpennine, these are things you need to do. Because I know they added recently a member of their team whose sole purpose was to make the timetables bigger and better. He fiddled around with, he or she, whoever it is, they fiddled around with the timetable of, well, Carl Aachen, they got a new one, London Underground, Bakerloo line, what was the other one? Hamburg, Lübeck. So it would be nice if, oh, and also he had a little fiddle with the timetable of Great Western Express, of course. So yeah, if he could do some fiddling with maybe West Cornwall Local and Northern Transpennine, that would be nice. that'll make my Christmas. But hey, we will see, won't we? The next stop is Essen, just over 6.5 kilometers away, or Essen Hauptbahnhof. Alright, let me take a look at the chat. I've been ignoring you, everyone. I do apologise. I'm busy driving and chatting away to myself, or to you. Liam, when I first saw the tower, I thought it looked like the Brighton I-360 tower, British Airways. Yeah, that's a good shout. You are right there. It does look a bit familiar. Ben Davis Spurs, what do you think of the new UK route coming? I think it could be better if we get some more trains with the route. Yeah, Birmingham Cross City Line. Interesting, isn't it? I'm not sure where I stand with it, to be honest. At first I was really excited for it, but my excitement has ebbed away slightly. I'm a bit concerned with the Birmingham Cross City Line. The fact it's been delayed because of Dovetail's well, apparently super duper lighting system isn't being very super duper on the Birmingham Cross City Line, hence why it's been delayed by 2 days. Will 2 days make a difference? I'm not really sure. But then again, there's a lot you can do in 48 hours. The other disappointing thing is that, like you rightly said, Ben Davis, it only comes with one locomotive, or electric multiple unit, which is the 323. The caveat is with that, if you have all of the other British routes, you can add multiple services from Great Western Express, a rail tour I think is in there as well, as is the everyone's favourite freight locomotive. Jokes aside, the BR Class 66 railhead treatment train. I was looking at the stats as well. I think the 323 comes with what, 220, 230 services, which is still quite a lot, but it's still not as big compared to I think even East Coastway I think even has more services than that, coupled with the class 313. But hey, we'll wait and see. Will I get it? I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm a little bit torn. I mean, I like the look of the routes. I mean, it always interested me, the Birmingham Cross City line, particularly in its train simulator form, and rightly so. When it was announced for Train Sim World, I was a bit excited for it, but I do have concerns that the route is good, but what you've got to play with on the route isn't enough, I think. The 323 is brilliant. It sounds great, it looks great. Hopefully it will perform great as well. But I don't know. I think I'm going to be a little bit cautious. I mean, another thing I've noticed is that Dovetail's up the price on all of their DLCs now. I've noticed that the Birmingham Cross City line is now going to be £30 in the UK, which is, I know it's only £5 more, but Dovetail have got to be careful here that they, they can't just suddenly start getting punchy with their DLC prices. Otherwise, we're going to be talking like a year down the line, maybe of DLC being 40-50 quid. I mean, that's like a proper game kind of price there. So Dovetail do need to be a bit careful. I know everything's going up and the cost of inflation and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it has changed my view of should I buy a DLC at that kind of price. And on the basis of the Birmingham Cross City line at the moment, I don't think I'll buy it straight away, that's for sure. Maybe I'll get it for Christmas when it's on a discount. I'm sure it will be. I mean, I've always said the number one thing on my radar, new content wise, is the US locomotive add-on. That's presumably going to be the Acela for Boston Sprinter. Hands down, I will get that, because yeah, fingers crossed. Dovetail make a good fist of it, because then for me personally, I think if Dovetail do a very good job with the Acela, be it the sounds, the usability of it, the performance characteristics, visuals of it, yeah, that'll be worth every penny for me. And it's not going to be worth 20 odd quid, is it? It's going to be like, I think it's normally, well, on PlayStation it's a bit different. I think they usually charge their DLC, Loco DLCs at $10.40 or $10.59. I think for other customers, it's on other platforms like Xbox and PC, it's like $11.99. So yeah, I mean, if the price on PlayStation goes up to £11.99 for a Loco DLC, that's not going to rock my boat. It's only less than £1 more. So yeah, but that US Loco add-on for presumably Boston Sprinter, I am very much looking forward to that. I think I did an in-depth analysis of the Acela long time ago. I think was it last year? Might have been last year. And I was very, very keen and eager to see the Acela in the game, and presumably it's finally on the way. So yeah, I'll be very surprised if it isn't, that's for sure. Right, what's the next stop? Wattenscheid. Platform 2, just under 5 kilometers away. Liam ASMR videos make a second channel. No, I don't think I'll make a second channel now. Hey Banana Craft, hope you're well. Thank you for the kind donation there. I very much appreciate that. Hope you're well. Banana Craft West Ham will never do good. They're always bottom. Well, they're not always bottom. I think that's a bit harsh. They certainly they're like a roller coaster. They have a couple of good seasons or one good season, and then they're down in the mid-table positions. I mean, they've been challenging for Champions League positions, European places recently. I mean, they're in Europe this season. They're in the Conference League. They were in Europa League last year and got to the semi-finals. Beating some big clubs in the Premier League. Manchester United, Liverpool, Chelsea, even my team Spurs. So I hope the manager David Moyes doesn't get the chop, because I do rate David Moyes. I know it's strange of me saying that, but the way he's turned that club around, from relegation favourites to competing for for Europe is some achievement. Oh, we're going way too fast. Ah. Oh, brake. Stop. That'll do. Oh dear. Never mind. I just have to shuffle up the train, that's all. Because you can walk down the gangway completely, there's no restrictions, look. Another thing I've noticed is the passengers don't have umbrellas. It's pouring with rain, they should have umbrellas. That can't just be exclusively for the new routes, surely. It's a tiny little thing. I mean, I remember when Dovetail said that thunder and lightning and these droplet effects were just exclusively for the new routes, when it obviously, as you could see, it's included for all of them. Oh, I need to get out of that cab. Yeah, strange enough. Banana Craft. They're probably indoors, yeah. Banana Craft, I'd like to see another tube line. You will be good, or London or Japan. Maybe a London Underground. Well, it doesn't have to be London Underground. Why not have London Overground, or maybe the Elizabeth line? I mean, they do have the Transport for London license, I think. So, and they've produced overground content for Train Simulator before, if I remember. So, I would see why the London Overground would come to the game. Right, the next and final stop will be Bochum Hauptbahnhof. Banana Craft, I'm doing good, just been working hard as normal. Excellent, glad you're doing well. Times are tough, but we just gotta get the tin hats on and plough our way through. Oh, Liam, go close to the passengers, then they put them up. Oh, the umbrellas, oh really? Okay, well, when we stop at Bockham, I'll zoom in on the passengers with the external camera and see what they do. Because not all of the passengers put the umbrellas up, only a select few. I've even seen that on Southeastern High Speed and Kassel Würzburg. Alright, time to get on the brakes. I know my driving hasn't been the best, but as long as you make it from one side of the route to the other, I couldn't care less. It's not like the virtual passengers are gonna rage at me. They'll probably be glad to be on time. I don't think they care how bad my driving is, just as long as they make it to the platform on time or ahead of schedule, that's a win for them. Let's ignore the stop marker. Let's slowly get on the brakes. Try and get the majority of the passengers off the train. With the help of this concourse, keeping them dry. I think here will do. There we are. Oh, there's a roof. And there's a train. Ah, here they are. Where's your umbrellas? Oh, well, you don't need them. You're under... You've got shelter. Where's your umbrella? Where's your raincoat as well? Okay, he's not bothered. You're wearing a hoodie or a pack-a-mac or something, but... No, you haven't got an umbrella either. That's why you look pretty grumpy. No, they don't have their umbrellas. Well, let's dovetail I've taken it away, which is entirely possible. Some things don't work out and they just get rid of them. I can understand these passengers not needing them because they're undercover. Very odd indeed. Ben Davis is making a mission on trains to drive on the Potteries Loop line. Ooh, that sounds pretty interesting. Got a gold on this Regional Express 11 service. Excelente. Let's go back to the main menu and have a little play on the 422. Hauptsrecke Rhein Ruhr journey. Oh, that's just rain. Why is every service I want to do rain? Oh, there's an S3 service as well, for good measure. Oh, right. That's throwing a cat amongst the pigeons. Alright, we'll do that one. Then we'll do an S3 service to wrap it up as well. More action! Weirdly, every time I do a service from the journey mode recently, it never rains, it just pours. Okie doke. What do we need to do? Have a look outside. That's better weather conditions. Where are we going to? Slogan or Slogen Hauptbahnhof? S1 service. Okie doke. PIS. So we need an S1 service. There we go. Perfect. Passenger lights are on. That's all tickety-boo. Let's see if the safety system works this time. It works on this unit. Excellent. Indicators come up on the HUD. That's good. Means I can use it. Right, the first stop is Bochum Ehrenfeld. So let's rock and roll. Sam, hey, how are you? First time viewer enjoying this, very relaxing. Oh, thank you, Sam. Appreciate that. Glad you're enjoying it. It's nice to just take your mind off the terrible world we live in and have some fun on a game with some trains. Polish Kid, hey, how are you? Nice to see it. It's been a long time since I've seen you last live. Oh, well. Glad you've managed to see this live. I understand that not everyone can make all my live streams due to maybe family commitments or, you know, things in general, work, school, college, etc., etc. Sleeping. So don't worry. No. But it's nice to see you here. Paragraph and just singing in the rain. What glorious day. Very good. And also under my umbrella. Yes, yes. I'm not allowed to sing it, otherwise the stream will be taken down due to copyright. Believe it or not. There was a list of new guidelines emailed to me recently from YouTube of what you can and can't say. And funny enough, if you hum a tune or whistle a tune or even sing a song, it will immediately get taken down due to copyright infringement by the licensee or the license holder of that particular song. Like, I don't know, Sony Music or Universal or something like that. Unless you've been given authorization to use that song. In videos it's a bit more easier to get by, but on the live stream it's a bit more difficult. Right, the next stop is Wattenscheid Hohentrop. Or Hontrop. It's a nice building with graffiti there. Suddenly, when the rain just goes away and never comes back, the world looks a better place. Very good joke, Liam. I forgot it's the World Cup next week. My goodness me. How strange is that? The World Cup is on next week. Unbelievable. I love the World Cup, but this World Cup I'm struggling to like it, really. I just feel that this World Cup's a bit messy this year. Not Lionel Messi, the player, like literally messy. I feel it's a bit rushed. I feel it's not right. You know, I mean, a Winter World Cup at Christmas. Originally, I was rubbing my hands with glee, thinking, "Oh, this is going to be amazing, a Christmas World Cup." But now, over time, I've just slowly, you know, with the disruption to the domestic leagues and all that kind of stuff, the country it's been hosted in, you know, the preparation for the tournament obviously has not gone very well at all. But hey, you know, it's happening. Thankfully, what will happen on the pitch will be the same as what happens at every World Cup. 2 teams of 11, or 2 countries of 11 players, going head to head on the football field. So, yeah. Will England win this World Cup? I honestly don't know. No idea. It's certainly an interesting group to start the World Cup. England have got Iran, the United States of America, and Wales. Alright, the next stop is Essen-Eiberg, just over 3.5 kilometers away. Okay, Polish kid, nice to see you. Take care of yourself. I will see you when I see you. Banana Craft, it's killing YouTube if you ask me, trying to be kid friendly and all that. Kid friendly, that's I suppose a nice-ish way to describe it. I could use much stronger language, which I will not use. Yeah, I don't know. YouTube is a strange place. I mean, it's like Twitter, isn't it? I mean, Twitter's going down the garbage as far as that's concerned. Battle in the boardroom and all that kind of stuff. And strange. I mean, could you imagine if Elon Musk took control of YouTube? I wouldn't want to imagine, really. If he did, I'll just give up YouTube overnight. If he did, because then he'll probably take all my revenue I generate. So. Yeah, but certainly YouTube is becoming more strict, I think, on I wouldn't say the type of content, but maybe what's in the content itself. They certainly scrutinize it a bit more, which is interesting. Okay, here we are, Essen-Eiberg. And on the brakes. There we are. Oh, there's a bush. Or a little tree. Right on the way. Nice little station. Long walkway to the car park. Let's plonk the camera here. Watch the train depart. So we've got two sets of 422s connected together. Usually 4-coach units. Okay, the next stop is Essen Steel Ost. Or OST, whatever it means in English. Blimey, approaching the station already. Let's come thick and fast. Very close together on this S-Bahn line. Or may have broken a little bit too late. Or maybe not. Oh, these are good brakes. Very good brakes. Here we are, Essen Steel Ost. And a perfect place to put the camera. Actually, let's have a look. What have we got? On the main road. Nice bit of vegetation here. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Oliver Hearn. I think that's how you say your second name. If it's not, I do apologise. Hey, nice to see you. First time viewer, another first time viewer. Really enjoying the stream. Oh, thank you. Really appreciate that. What's your favourite sim game? Ooh, favourite? Well, it'll have to be Train Sim World for me, as far as sim. If you're on about a racing sim game, then my favourite will definitely be Gran Turismo. If you want a racing sim game, but if you're asking specifically a pure sim game, then yeah, it would definitely be Train Sim World. I'm not sure about Flight Simulator because, or Microsoft Flight Simulator, because I don't have that game, and I'm not sure I'll be very good at it because I don't like heights and I don't like flying planes. I'm not saying that planes are crap and terrible and they need to burn in a hole and never be seen again, but I really do like the technology and creature comforts that modern planes have, or old ones. I like Air Force One. I love the history of Concorde. But yeah, just Flight Simulator itself. Well, it's really good. Don't get me wrong. I think I'll just be crap at it, basically. So that's why I wouldn't bother playing it. Maybe one day I may save up for an Xbox Series X and get it, but then again, should I pay for a whole new console just for one game? That's another matter. Anyway, the next stop is Essen Steel, which we're coming into at a vast rate of knots, or kilometers per hour. So let's stop at this station. Ooh, dead on time too. Timings are a bit close on this one. We got another service over there. Where's that one going? That one's going to Dortmund, which they lost on Friday night to... was it Friday night? Well, it might have been last night, actually. They lost to Borussia Mönchengladbach, thankfully. Nice to see my favourite German team actually winning, and I was able to watch that game as well for a change. Right, the next stop is Essen Hauptbahnhof. Banana Craft, you should try Farming Simulator at some point. I have actually tried Farming Simulator before. It was on the Xbox One many years ago. I got, I think it was Farming Simulator 17, I think. I must be honest, I did go a bit gung-ho with it. I brought the game, I brought all the DLCs, and I think even a Platinum Edition, which had some sort of South American map and equipment. Yeah, I mean, it looked interesting, but I would just, there were some aspects of it which didn't impress me. The graphics being one of them. It was looked laughably out of date. The graphics, more like a PlayStation 2 game or something. So, but yeah, certainly learning, you know, how an actual farm works, you know, how to produce various crops or feed for your animals, that interested me. But yeah, I just, yeah, it overall it just wasn't for me in the end. I gave it a shot. Farming isn't really my cup of tea, but yeah, I enjoyed it while I had access to the game. Whether I'll do it again is another matter. I doubt it. I mean, they're quite expensive as well, Farming Simulator, I think, depending which version of the game you choose to go for. I think one thing I will give credit for Farming Simulator on the consoles, it has a mod store. Now, wouldn't it be cool if we had that in Train Sim World? Because I know on PC you have a stack load of mods you can do to the game, be it sound packs, enhancement packs, visual improvements, or liveries, or, you know, whatever. That'd be quite cool to see on the consoles. Well, maybe 9th gen consoles, certainly. Maybe not Xbox One or PlayStation 4, but certainly the Xbox Series S and X and PlayStation 5 in the future. Maybe. Right, here is Essen Hauptbahnhof. I know there's another sim game called Bus Simulator. I was really tempted to pick it up. I was looking at screenshots of the Bus Simulator game, and to me it just didn't look very interesting. It felt like there wasn't enough to do. I felt that I would be able to complete everything very, very quickly. It's quite nice though that it has some officially licensed vehicles, you know, from the likes of Mercedes-Benz and yeah, other brands that I don't know. But yeah, bus sim is not my kind of thing, no. One game I have got on PlayStation that is simulation-ish is a game called SnowRunner. Do I have it installed? I'm not too sure. I picked up... when did I pick it up? I think I picked it on a discount quite a while back. I got a few DLC packs. I think 2 DLC packs, and one of them was free, I think. And I know recently it had a next gen free upgrade, which yeah, lit my eyes up and certainly caught my attention. So have I got it downloaded? I'm not too sure. I'll check my storage when I've finished, because if I don't, I may download it actually and give it a play. Right, the next stop is Essen West. Right, now we're at Essen West. I think I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you'd enjoyed the stream, either live or on playback, I would be very happy if you would consider liking it, of course. There is also a dedicated playlist for all of the Train Sim World streams that I've done in the past. So if there's any favourite streams that you may want to go and watch back, or streams that may catch your eye that you want to give a watch, that playlist is for you. And the next stream will be on Monday, the 14th of November 2022, and we will be doing more passenger action, but this time we're going back to my homeland, the UK, and we're going to take a little trip on the new timetable of the London Underground Bakerloo line. Now that I'm excited for. Just to see the Underground actually being busy is certainly right up my street. And I think I should mention this also. That stream will be the last stream I will do for the rest of November. Because the next 2 weekends and Mondays I will be unable to do a streaming due to work commitments, unfortunately. But yeah, that's the way it goes. So I think it will be my last stream for the month. Yeah, it will be actually, yeah. So the next stream I will do after tomorrow's one will be in December. Goodness me. How time flies. Oh, we're going too fast. But this train has good brakes, but I don't even think they can save me. Ooh, stop, 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 stop. Ah! Stop. Whoopsie. Well, this is the station. We've stopped at Essen Frauenhausen, or Hassen, however you say it correctly. I'll have a look at that. Oh, I don't even know how you say that. Something Strass. What's down there then? Subway system of some sort. Or is it down to the road below, maybe? It is, yes, to the road below. Blimey, what was that? Oh, another train. That caught me off guard. Oliver loves SnowRunner, great fun with a friend, it's relaxing and a good challenge. Certainly a challenge, I'll give you that. Relaxing, I'm not sure. Every time I get into SnowRunner, I always find myself stuck in the mud or the snow. I need someone to go and pick my truck up and take it back to the maintenance yard or something. A challenge, oh, most definitely. Relaxing, I'm not sure. I'll have to find a map that's relaxing. Good night, Banana Crafter. Take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Wonder where's Liam? He's disappeared off the face of the earth. Wonder if Liam is still around. I'm sure he can give me some facts of the 422 or the 425. He's usually pretty good at that, doing that kind of thing. Right, what's the next stop? Mulheim Hauptbahnhof. Just over 4 kilometers away. That's the map. I'd say we just passed the halfway point. Starting to cloud over in the game. Of course, in the journey mode, the dynamic weather system is enabled, so anything can happen. Could rain at the last minute, which I hope not. Fed up with the rain. Wouldn't mind a dry spell. In real life and in the game. Whoop, speed limit 120. Brake, brake, brake. Speed limit is going to go down to 90 as we're getting closer to Mulheim Hauptbahnhof. I'm just thinking to myself, I'll definitely have to make one of those ASMR videos for Train Sim World, because I imagine a few people will like that. I certainly will. Very calming and soothing, those kind of ASMR videos. I don't think I've seen any of those type of videos for Train Sim World, which is surprising. You'd think people would make those kind of videos, especially on the likes of I don't know, the rush hour routes, in particular the newer routes like Southeastern High Speed or Cajon Pass, Castle Würzburg with its dynamic weather and wonderful looking skies in that game, I must say. I mean, if you thought the skies in this were good, wait until you've seen the skies of Train Sim World 3's newest routes. They look sensational. Close to real life at times. Let's come to a stop. That'll do. A bit of activity here. We've got free services. There's us. One going to Ham West. I was about to say West Ham, but West Ham is in England, not Germany. And this one is going to Dortmund. Right, let's lock the doors. Let's go to the next stop, which is Mulheim Styron. Okay, Oliver, take care of yourself. I will see you next time. Nice to have you for the stream and glad you enjoyed it. That's one station we're missing out. It's a nice cathedral or a little church on the right there. Very nice. Ooh, very nice indeed. Have a look at that. Oh, they've modelled that well. Not sure of the the land around it, but that's a nice looking church. Okay, we're approaching Mulheim Styrim. I will say as well, when the stream is finished, don't worry, it may disappear for a few hours, but that's because it's going to get re-uploaded to the channel in full 1080p with the live chat replay also enabled. You'll just need to disappear so it can get rendered in 1080p, and plus YouTube will have to do its usual checks just to make sure it's all squeaky clean and ready to go. I've accidentally turned the wipers on. That was clever of me. Setting 4, setting 5, 3, 2, 1, off. Off. There we go. Thought it wasn't going to stop then. I was like, oh great, the wipers are broken. Another thing to add to the list of things that are broken with Train Sim World. Well, at least this route runs smoothly. Right, the next and final stop is Duisburg Hauptbahnhof. It's just under 6 kilometers away. Hey, freight train by the looks of it. Look to beat. Oh, actually, it might not. It might have been a DBBR 101. And speaking of the DBBR 101, I have hardly seen it. The DBBR 101 is an intercity locomotive or train. Is the official add-on, locomotive add-on to Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. That 101, oh, beautiful. One of my favourite German locomotives. A joy to drive. Not on just this route, but quite a few other routes as well. You could drive it on Schnellfahrstrecke, Aachen. What else? I don't think München Augsburg. What else? I'm just trying to think. Hamburg Lübeck, Nürnberg Dresden, and Kassel Würzburg. So quite a bit of intercity stuff for you to do on various German routes. And the carriages on with that 101 locomotive, oh, they're so cool. Lovely old school intercity coaches. Right, we're not too far from Duisburg, Hauptbahnhof. The next speed limit is 60 kilometers per hour. which we need to get down to now. That's about to go up to 100 kilometers per hour. Don't want to waste any more time. We misjudged that. Didn't realise we were changing tracks. No bother accelerating now. Right, let's get on the brakes. And into platform 3 we come. Let's unlock the doors. And there's hardly anyone getting off. Is there anyone on this train? Looks like there isn't, actually. There's no one. Surely there must be some people on board. There isn't, is there? There's no one on board. It's empty. Well, I never. Not a single soul on board. I'm shocked by that. They clearly didn't like my driving. Well, I be damned. I cannot believe it. Not a single person on board. I'll have to investigate that with some other services. The next time I do that type of service again. Right, let's do the last one. $42. Don't want to do one in the rain. Why does it have to be in the rain? That's in the rain as well. Fantastic. Not. Wind strength. Bit of cloud. That one will do the S3 S-Bahn service from Mulheim Styrum to Essen Steel Ost. Let's give that a go. And then I'll wrap it up. Let's set up this multiple unit. Passenger lights to on. High beam. Instrument lights are on. What kind of service is this? Where are we going to? Hattingen Ruhr something. S3, 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 S3. Right, let's go into the computer and put in the destination display. Oh, that seems to be it. Right, let's lock the doors. We're running late. Not good. Not good. Nearly forgot to turn on the safety systems. Right, the first stop is Mulheim West. Just over 1.5 kilometers away. So this service shouldn't take too long. It really shouldn't. on the brakes. For the first stop. A bit of weed there, vegetation, weeds and bushes growing on the platform. They should put flowers in its place, not just bushes and weeds and all that kind of stuff. Makes it look a bit grubby. Not very nice at all. Deutsche Bahn need to clean this place up. Ah, there's some passengers. And finally. Oh, they've gone. Are you going to get on? No? You don't have to if you don't want to, but all is welcome. That is if you paid to get on board. There's some passengers on board this train. Oh, there's a few. One or two. There's a tanker train going by. First time I've seen that. Still no sign of this 101. Where could it be? It's hiding somewhere. Could look on the map, maybe. Is it in Essen? Don't think it was. Ah, there's a 425. Come to say hello. There we are. Excellent. Yeah, let's take a look at this map. There's got to be a 101 somewhere. Is that a 101? No, it's not. Not in this station. There's nothing in that station. Main line, maybe? Nope, that's not it either. Oh, it might be there. That's too far away. Can't go yet. Off he goes. There's a few more passengers here. That's good to see. Right, let's lock the doors. Okie doke, the next stop is Essen-Frohnhausen, just over 6 kilometers away. Stream's gone on for a lot longer than I thought. Over an hour and a half. We're due into Essen-Frohnhausen at 11:32 and 4 seconds. Nice and precise. I'm hopeful we might see the 101, but I have my doubts. We are going in the direction of the 101. Hopefully it's fast enough we can meet at Essen. We'll have to wait and see. It depends if it even stops at Essen, I'm not sure. It should stop at Essen. I'm not sure if the 101 intercity services have the same speed limits as we do. Maybe. 120, 140 kilometers per hour is still pretty quick on this small roller coaster type of route. Down we go. I must say I watched the Formula 1 today, and that was very exciting. Very annoyed that Kevin Magnussen got taken out. He's having a wonderful weekend. And then he just gets taken out. Never mind. Okay, approaching Essen-Fraunhausen. Here we are. Oh, a lot of passengers here. And they are getting on board. Hooray! Look at that. Loads of them. Way more than before. Please, please, come join the train. Don't glitch, don't be afraid. It's a wonderful service. Full of twists and turns. Haven't got long. We're waiting to get to the rear of the train. Maybe not. Oh, they're walking down to the other end, aren't they? Okay. Alright, they've had their time. Need to get going. Right, the next stop is Essen West. Just under 1 kilometre away. Oh, that 101 it must be somewhere. Let's say it's not due to begin its service. Oh, still there. Drat. Don't think we're going to see it. That's a shame. Oh well. I've seen many other services. Regional Express and other S-Bahns and freight, but no intercity. Bit gutted. Never mind. I love that loco so much. On the brakes. And unlock the doors. It's the right destination, isn't it? Yeah. It hasn't got the Ruhr bit in the middle, that's all. Look at the graphics, look at that. You can see the individual pixels that make up the words and numbers. Very, very nice. Right, let's rock and roll. It's the final stop, isn't it? Oh, not yet. Essen is next, so this is our last chance to hopefully see for 101. Our only chance, but I have my doubts. Unless it's set off roaring down the main line. That's some pretty supersonic speed, then we ain't going to see it, which is a bit of a shame. Because after that we then branch off onto the S-Bahn line, in which we most definitely won't see it. Whee, going a bit too fast. I love that little line, the fact we're going around this industry, or Good Shed or whatever it is. There's a regional express service, and not far behind it is another S-Bahn. Having a little race there. Okay, here we go. Coming into Essen Hauptbahnhof. Here we go. Let's unlock the doors. Perfect. Passengers can alight, which is very, very nice. Oh, that destination board isn't working. Oh, I wonder why. Oh. This one is. Going to Oberhausen Hauptbahnhof. Got S1 and then S3. What's the others? What have we got? Regional Express 1, an intercity service due in at 11:58, but that's too late, so we're going to miss it. That's a shame. We got Regional Express 2, which is cool. Right, let's lock those doors. Right, let's go to Essen Steel. And then after that will be one more stop. Or the last stop. Essen Steel is just under 4 kilometers away. Should have had a cup of tea. My throat is a bit dry. Oh well. We carry on. My voice will still be in one piece, so that's the main thing, I suppose. Time to pick up the pace. Alright. Approaching Essen Steel. Oh, my legs are going numb sitting here. Streaming, never easy. Oh, I've put the emergency brakes on. Oh, that's clumsy of me. Well, maybe not. Oh. Managed to recover. Because usually you have to press the emergency brake button. Well, you put the reverser in neutral, off the power, press it once and press it again, and then the brakes will then be fully reinstated. Oh wow, that's cool. Looks like some sort of bus station or something. It's quite cool. Or a little drop off for taxis or something. Very nice. Yeah, one thing that Dovetail have improved with their old routes is the draw distances, and the fact they've added the newer Train Sim 2 skybox as well. So the route looks a little bit better than, well, it looks, excuse me, way better than when it first came out in Train Sim World 2020. I think this came out in March of 2020, so over 2 years old. He'll be 3 years old next year. Right, the next and final stop is Essen Steel OST, or Ost, exactly 1 kilometre away. Stream feels like a marathon. Way longer than I expected. Who would have thought? It may be a smallish route compared to other German routes, but blimey, quite a few stations to stop and start at, that's for sure. A lot of starting and stopping. And here we go. Awesome. Passengers can finally disembark because this service has terminated. I think. Can it go anywhere else? Oh, I see. The AI will take over the train and then it will trundle off down there. Let's get back in the cab one last time and lock the doors. Here we are. Awesome. It took me just over 22 minutes, and I got another gold. What's that? 3 or 4 golds on the spin tonight. Or today, or this morning, or this afternoon. Whenever you're watching the stream. But there we are. Wrong bit. There we go. There we are. That concludes this stream on Germany's small but sweet Hauptstrecke Rhein Ruhr. Like I said earlier in the stream, if you did enjoy it, then I'd very much appreciate it if you would give it a like. And if you are watching for the first time, either live or on playback, I would very appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be on Monday the 14th of November 2022, where I'll be taking charge of more busy passenger action, that's for sure. And that will be on the new timetable of the London Underground Bakerloo line. So very much looking forward to that. Hope you can join me for that one. It should be a lot of fun. So I would just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care. And I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care.